Good morning, everybody. I'm so delighted to see so many people here. And I just had to take a moment to light what we call in unity the Christ candle to remind us of the presence that enfolds us all today. So we have come together to pause, to remember our loved ones who have passed beyond human sight, particularly those who have passed in the last year. So you've already heard today's service is a Taize prayer format, and it's all about the experience. It's a contemplative experience. And you've already heard you can read all about it on the back of your program. Taize prayer can be deeply felt. Our prayer team members, you will see, are wearing prayer stoles today. We're not doing our usual one here and one there. We are dispersed among the community, and we are available. Since this may be a moving time for you, bring up some thoughts and feelings. We are available for one-on-one prayer with you after the service. Just find a stole and grab a hand. Okay. Reverend Eileen and I have really been looking forward to sharing this experience, this special time with you. And we've already placed our mementos on the table, so we're good to go there. I did want to mention that we do especially hold those members of our congregation who have passed this year. Their pictures are here. We've had at least 4 and possibly a 5th one. So we hold those in our thoughts. This reading from James Dillett Freeman kind of sets us up for the mood and the experience of the day. It's called Death is a Door. Faced with the passing of someone we love, our hearts cry out in passion of loneliness and are not comforted with easy answers. To understand the meaning of death, we must understand the meaning of life. Looking at life, we see that all things change. But although all things change, nothing perishes. Life does not begin with birth. It does not end with death. Life is an eternal process, an eternal progress, a visible form, an audible voice, an aggregation of organs, a network of ideas. We are more than all of these things. These are the trappings of visibility. We are expressions of the spirit of life. Life is a road that winds among the hills of time. With every turn in the road, an old view vanishes and a new view appears. Life is a pilgrimage, a passage through eternity, a journey into the unknown. People are travelers on the journey. Some pass quickly beyond the bend of the road that hides them from view. Some walk beside us all the way. Some seem to creep along, and some pass as swiftly as a runner. But life cannot be measured in terms of time, only in terms of living. When people die, they do not cease to be. They only pass beyond human sight. We'll have our first reader. And before I do that, I do want to interrupt just a bit to honor those people on Zoom today. You have those that you remember also, so hold them in your heart as we go through this service together. So, Mackie.
Go with the Flow, from In the Flow of Life by Eric Butterworth. The concept of flow is an effective means of dealing with the limitations of human experience. How freeing it is to know life as a universal flow. The flow is personalized in you and as you. Thus, there is that of you that is more than your physical body, and the you that transcends the body is a time-space parenthesis in the universal dimension of eternity. If death comes, it must be a part of that wholeness, not a deviation from it. Jesus said, "You will know the truth, and the truth will make you free." In the consciousness of the allness of life, there is freedom from the thought of a locked-in existence and from the barriers of birth and death. Life suddenly becomes a continuing experience of the universal flow, and then death loses its sting. Don't wait until an experience of bereavement. Get a well-rounded insight into life that actually includes death. Reflect much on the idea of the flow of life that cannot be locked in between birth and death. God is life, in whom there can be no beginning and ending. Please join us in Karen Drucker's chant, "We are holy." It affirms our sacred human wholeness, from which flows courage, comfort, and healing in trying times. After singing, we will rest in the silence, which begins and ends with a chime.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy. Spirit divine, come to me. Feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see the beauty and love lives in me. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. Spirit divine, come to me. Feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy.
The second reading is Move Through the Valley. It's a reading from Grief is a Spiritual Practice by Reverend Ogun Holder. Psalm 23 is my favorite Bible passage, especially the line, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me." Psalm 23, verse 4. That's the New Revised Standard Version, but I grew up on the very outdated King James Version, and I think its translation is even more apropos. "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me." I can't think of a better image for how grief feels. Walking through a dark valley or living in the shadow of death, defined by a loss so pronounced that we now mark all time as before and after the loss. The truth is, when we grieve, we are not waiting to feel love again. Love is waiting on us to embrace it fully. Fortunately, as another Bible verse reminds us, love is patient. Love is kind. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 and 7. Love got us into this in the first place. We grieve because we love. And the more we love, the greater the grief. If we let it, grief takes us back to love. Love is all there is. Now please join us with Ricky Byers-Beckwith in the Agape Choir's chant, "We Let It Be." It affirms our willingness to be the vessel of God's love by allowing God's presence to consume us.
We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let
Third reading. I Give No Power. Barbara Holmes, in her book, Crisis Contemplation, understands contemplation as the soul arising even in the midst of the most challenging crisis humanity faces. In the midst of devastating crises, we are asked to do the counterintuitive. When the time calls for anxiety, fight or flight, we are asked to allow for the possibility of contemplative refuge, respite, and renewal. To slow down and be still is to allow both the source of our troubles and options to recovery to emerge. When the ordinary isn't ordinary anymore, and the crisis is upon us, the self can center in this refuge that Holmes calls crisis contemplation. We can let go. The only constants are God's love and the promise that we will never be left alone. The door opens to an inclusive recognition of how God works in and through all things, even through the worst of life itself. Please immerse yourself in Daniel Namode's song, When I Pray, which demonstrates our willingness to place ourselves in a spiritual timeout.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
It's time now for our meditation. I invite the people at home to imagine that you have a little pocket of stones, as we do here in the sanctuary. There's a black one, a white one, and a clear one. And as we go through the meditation, if you will follow along with us in your imagination for this experience of remembrance. So I invite those who do have the stones to take them out of their bag, put them aside for just a bit, and let's take a breath and become renewed in our centering of the presence. Bringing attention to your breath. Having the chair support you. And laying even the very present grief aside for just a moment as we bring head and heart in alignment to experience the presence of love. Now, if you will take up that dark stone, it represents, take that stone in your non-dominant hand, place it next to your heart. Let it rest there. This dark stone represents the particular grief and pain associated with your own very personal loss. The deep sadness of any loss. Loss of companionship, of unfulfilled dreams. Bring these heavy and seemingly unbearable feelings into the healing heart of love within you. Acknowledging them, honoring them, feeling fully with them in the inner peace that passes understanding. Take just a moment in the silence to do this. Now, as you're ready, set that black stone aside. And take up the white stone. Again, placing it near your heart, resting there. This stone represents the blessings of your relationship with the beloved. The good times. The fond memories. The highs and the lows. The joys and the sorrows. All shared experience. The humor the everyday solace of companionship. Bring to mind and heart your favorite images and memories, savoring them, honoring them with a smile. Feeling gratitude for these eternal gifts that can never really be lost. Because you knew the beloved, or because you lived your unique life experiences. Take a moment in the silence to remember. And now, set the white stone aside. Take up the clear glass stone. Again, bringing it to your heart. This stone represents the infinite possibilities of your life right now and into the future. Possibilities which in the depth of grief and loss may seem more impossibility than infinite. Nevertheless, just for now, hold heart space for the future of the divine manifestation that you are. Trust in the unstoppable flow of the power of life and in all the powers of the greater person you have become, precisely because of your unique relationships and human experiences, even the experience of loss. Reverently, open to the new road you are now called to travel, trusting that spirit of love within you to guide and comfort you. We trust the love. You may not feel ready to take even one step on that road. But the blessing is that the road is open when you are ready. Take a moment in the silence to imagine this ongoing flow of life, even if the next step is still hidden. Now, as we are ready, take up the first 2 stones, hold all 3 of them, resting next to your heart. Recognizing the mix of emotions and feelings around your loss, all of which are normal, all of which are part of the sacred healing journey of grief. Allow gratitude for your sacred human experience, which shapes and hones you for what is uniquely yours to do in each moment. Now, return the stones to the bag and set them aside. You may want to place the stones in a personal altar or a sacred place at home and recreate this ritual or parts of it whenever you feel one emotion or another arise again during your grief journey. And I think we all have experienced grief in our lives, and we know that it's not over in a week or a month or a year or 10 years or maybe 100 years. So when those feelings come up, what a wonderful reminder to get back in touch with that beloved. Let's take one more nice breath together. As we bring this time of remembrance to a close.